morning, everyone, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia, and I am so happy to be here today to share with you several butterfly cards. Butterflies are everywhere today. We are using Beauty Abounds stamp set, and we're also using the die set that comes with it. Do you have this? I think you're really going to like it. There's so many possibilities. So let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. I want to show you a card that we put together. Here is one that we created, and I'm going to see if I can get really close to show you the top of the butterflies. This part right here was done in such a creative way. We speckled the background. This is the background that we created to cut our butterflies out. Today, we are going to be using Poppy Parade and Crushed Curry as our inks. So let's go ahead and get started. We cut out both butterfly dies that you get with this set. This is the top and this is the base. Now, if you don't have a Gemini die cutting machine, you might experience some problems getting this out of your die cut, right? So what I would recommend, a great tip, is to put wax paper on it. And then when you pull it out of your Big Shot or your manual machine, it'll just come right out. So that really works if you don't have an electric die cutting machine. So we're just going to start putting this together. Now the background we're going to create today is we are using this wonderful little speckled stamp that you get from Artisan Textures. Look at all the different textures. They are so pretty. But we're taking the speckled one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up my crushed curry. And I'm going to stamp that first. That way we don't accidentally contaminate that. So I'm just going to randomly turn this on the paper. And then I will come back in with the Poppy Parade. And I'll put a little bit right there, just on the edge. Okay. Now I'm going to clean this off and use my Poppy Parade. And you want to make sure you really get it cleaned off well. And then bring in your Poppy Parade and just stamp randomly. Oh, look at that background. Isn't that pretty? I love that speckled stamp set. Oh my goodness. So we're just going to set that to the side. Now this is going to go right on the front. And I want to show you how I'm going to put this together. The way I like to do it, because sometimes the glue dries. If you put this all over the back, the glue might dry before you can get it down. So I like to go ahead and use my tape runner. And I just put a little bit of tape strategically on different parts of the butterflies. And then we can get it down exactly where we want it and go back in and fill in with some of the multi-purpose glue, right? So we're going to put this guy down first, right in the middle. Push him down, and then I'm going to line up this one because I put some tape. I'm going to line that up. I'm going to get this one lined up down here. And then line up this one because I put it on his body. And now all we have to do is you can use your multi-purpose glue, or you can use a Nouveau tape pen like I have. I really like to use that. So I'm just going to put it right there and hold it down. Then I'm going to go back over here on this little butterfly and hold it down. Just press it down and just go around and glue down all the little parts that you like. And that way you don't have to worry about the glue drying before you can actually get it down on the butterfly, right? And we need a little bit right here. Okay, I think we have it all glued down. Now we're just going to pick this up and look how pretty that is. Now all you have to do is decide where you want it. So let's just go ahead, and we can use some big dimensionals on our larger wings. Right there, because you won't be able to see them. And then some smaller dimensionals where you might be able to see them. I like stamp sets that have many possibilities, right? And this is one of those. Because you can cut the butterflies apart, you're not limited to just keeping them in this large format. I really like that. Okay, so we're just going to very carefully put that aside, bring in our card. I mean, and this is such an intricate cut, right? But so pretty. I think we'll put it like right there. So pretty. Now we need to put our mat down on the inside. Now, stay with me till the end because I have two other cards to show you that I think you will like using this stamp set. Now, we need to have a saying on the front, and I've selected a saying from Beauty Abounds, the stamp set that goes with the die set. We are going to put "for you" on the front of the card, and we're just using our memento, because we have an area right down here that we could put "for you." I think that's really going to be pretty. So we're just going to stamp it, hold it for good contact. And there we go. It's nice and dark. You can see it. And we'll just cut around. And notice how I turned the paper instead of my scissors. That makes it so much easier for me. You get a smoother cut than if you try to turn your scissors. And the reason we're not stamping it on the card is that it has that speckled background. And I really don't think you'd be able to see it as well as if you just put it right here, "for you." Now we're going to set it up on dimensionals. Going to put it right there. And you know what's nice about putting it right here is that you get the beauty of the butterflies, right? Look at that. You get to keep it. Now, we'll need to snip that right there because that won't fit in the envelope, but that's okay. Just snip off a little bit, and there you have it. Here's the front of our card. Now, "for you." And on the inside, we are going to put really two sayings. "For you." Our friendship isn't one big thing. It's going to go right at the top. And then we're going to put the next part of the saying right here at the bottom. Now, what I like to do is I like to put my three little dots, right? So we're going to come back in. And we are just going to very carefully put our dot. There we go. Now, we want to put a little butterfly, right? We're going to come in with a different color. Oh, and just put him right here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? You get the full effect because we didn't put anything on top of our butterflies. So here's the one that we made, "for you." Our friendship isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. Now, I promised you that I would show you the other ones that we created. Now, here's the other one that I talked about, how we colored this top part of the butterfly. It almost looks like it's enameled. We also did another one using all 5 butterflies just because life is so good with a friend like you. We put a little bit of the speckles here with the butterfly. And now here's an example of one that we actually cut the butterfly apart. So easy, yet looks like a complete butterfly that you cut separately. We added a couple dimensions. All these come with the die set, so you can cut out all these. Our friendship isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. We hope you like this stamp set and die set as much as we do. We had so much fun creating these cards. Go out, be safe, be healthy, be creative in your crafting, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.